In this video, we're going to review the process of paying invoices in Property Genie as well as paying owners. As you enter charges to the owner, say for lawn service, HOA fees, repairs, anything charged to the owner, it sits as an unpaid invoice. And we're just going to go in and look at a property to give you an example of what I'm talking about. So if we go into this property, and we go look at the owner's journal, you'll see currently there is an unpaid invoice for lawn care out there. As part of your monthly processing, you would go to Accounting and Pay Invoices. You can do this one owner at a time, or you can say Process All Owners. You won't see the credits and the payables when you click on Process All Owners. The only time you'll see it selectively is if you pick and choose, one owner at a time. But what the process does is it just goes through the database, looks at every owner's property, so it's property by property, checks to see if there is credits available, money that they've received from rent, and looks to see what bills are out there to be paid. So if there's enough credits to cover the bills, it pays them out. So we'll go select that owner on that property we were just looking at, and here he is. Okay, so this, when you choose one particular owner, it's going to show you, here's his property. He's got credit of $850. Down below are the payables. This is what's unpaid. So if we were to just say pay invoices on this particular owner, it's going to ask us if we want to pay them. We'll just say yes. We'll go through the database, check the debits against the credits, and pay anything with money available. So now that that's complete, we'll just go back and we will look at that property again so you can see it is no longer as an unpaid invoice. It's now actually on the journal. There's the charge for the lawn care. So what it's done is it's reduced his balance by that $35. So he's got a balance available to him of $815. So now after doing that, you can go to Accounting, and there's two ways you can go. Up at the very top, or you can click on the Accounting button, and then over on the left, we'll say Pay Owner. We're going to say yes. And then we're going to look at that particular owner, which was Alexander Walter. Right here, it shows the check amount is going to be $815. You would simply choose that and click Pay Owner. When you do the Pay Owner, there's defaults that that are checked when you come into the screen. So you have for active owners, owner posted balance greater than 0. So anybody that has a 0 just doesn't show up in here. You can do it for your ACHs and checks. Usually what I'll do is come in first, do all of my checks so that I can just get all my owners paid by checks, send those over to QuickBooks, get those printed. Then I would come back in and uncheck checks and check my ACH owners. These are just the owners that are due to get paid by ACH. What that does is creates an ACH file for you to then go upload to your bank in whatever manner the bank directs you to do. So that ACH file is going to get placed. We'll go to System Settings, and if you look down here under your company settings, there is a folder path. Very bottom here, ACH folder path. So that's a location on your computer, physically on your computer, that ACH file is going to get placed in once it's created. You will then, like I said, the next step is to submit that to your bank for processing. And all that ACH file is it details information as far as your ACH info, which you see here, your bank account information, your ABA routing number, and your checking account number. And it also places an entry in for each owner that you would be paying by ACH. So if we go back to the Pay Owner and we choose just the ACH people, each of these, so you would only have one entry in there because there's only one person with funds available. The rest of them have 0 balances. So you'd have an entry in that ACH file for Samuel Adams for $3,560. Along with his bank account information, bank account, routing number. and then, of course, your bank account routing information. That way your bank, when you submit that file, they know what exact account to debit and what exact account to credit. So when you're ready to pay your owners, we'll go back and we're going to choose just that one that we were processing. So we're going to choose Walter Alexander. We're going to say Pay Owner. It's going to ask us if we're sure. Say yes, and when it's completed, it will let you know how many posted. So it's going to show you one check for the total of $815. And then we simply say okay. Now we'll go back and look at that property again. And we'll look at the owner's journal so you can see what it looks like once that process has been done. So you've got your sent to owner for the $815. And that's how you see it right here, the pay to owner. So it just, again, it's just an accounting process where you go through, you pay those invoices, that reduces the amount to be paid out to the owner by any invoices, and then your pay to owner is done. Thanks for watching another Property Genie video.